All right, hey there. It is Friday, and man, it's late. The weight's starting to come off. It is actually starting to come off now. After 2 weeks of just complete stagnation on the scale, I've dropped a little over 2.5 pounds. And so it's finally happening. And yeah, I feel great. Today I did my back workout, and again, for the second time this week, went up to the treadmill and did a treadmill workout right after I did weights. And I'm starting to look forward to it now. It used to be like I used to think about that when I first started going back to the gym a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh God, I don't want to get on a treadmill today. I want to go home and eat. But now I'm like really looking forward to it, and it's like it's kind of like some little personal time that I have to myself. I could just be in my own little world with my earbuds in and my phone and think about stuff, and I like it. So what am I saying? What am I talking about today? The further I get into this, the more I get back into exercise. It's really sinking into me now what I did wrong last year. Now everybody, obviously nobody was prepared for the pandemic, except for Bill Gates, apparently. I'm just kidding. I think we can forgive ourselves for feeling down and feeling depressed and getting shaken out of your routine, because it changed everything, obviously. But like I was saying in a previous video, I don't want to let that happen to me again. Obviously I know what I did wrong, which was I just stopped doing what was working. But now it's becoming more and more clear to me that I think that the first mistake, where I think everything just started going downhill from there, it was like a domino effect of just things falling apart, was that the fact that I stopped exercising. Now obviously I couldn't go to the gym because the gym, everything shut down. And then I was, like I was saying before, even when the gyms reopened, I didn't feel safe going back. And I was even nervous to go out walking. So I just fell out of the habit, and it's really easy for me to fall out of that habit if I'm not careful. And the deeper I got, the further I got away from exercise, the harder it was for me to remember what I was missing. And it really wasn't until I started getting active again that I was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. And I was even I wouldn't even call it denial, but I'm realizing now how depressed I was last year during the shutdowns. And it was kind of elusive. It was kind of, I didn't even realize how bad off I was. I knew I was gaining weight, I knew I was drinking a lot. I saw a report, like alcohol sales in grocery stores went up like 50% in last April. That was me. Once I actually started getting busy again, when the band started gigging, we had a really busy month in March. For 3 weeks out of the month, we were very, very busy. Just all of a sudden, after months of nothing, all of a sudden we had just tons of shows. And it was somewhere in like a few shows into that first week of gigs that we had. The way I described it to several friends of mine, it was like my brain was lighting up like a Christmas tree. And I suddenly realized, wow, I really was depressed last year, but it was elusive because I didn't feel miserable, but it was more evident looking back and just how inactive I was and how much I wasn't fully engaged in all the things that I really care about. And now it's all coming back. Even before the pandemic, I was singing the gospel on this channel about the value of regular exercise for your mental health. Now I just re-experienced all of that firsthand. I went all the way down to the bottom, and now I'm coming back up again. And it's a wonderful feeling. And that's what I'm saying. Like the name of the channel, I want to stay in gear now. I don't want to let that happen to myself again. So it's gonna take just forcing myself to stay busy, or stay active, stay physically active and busy. If I can't go to the gym, I got to figure something else out. If I can't go walking, I got to figure something else out. And that from now on, that has to be the rule. I'm not going to let this happen to myself again. Anyway, I think that's all for now. I really, I should have gotten this video done a long time ago, but I got to get moving. I got a lot of stuff to do. So do you. Get busy. What are you doing here watching me?